Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is Marcus for MMaker Pro, and today I'm going to be doing a couple of things. But basically I'm going to be attempting to install my new power supply and graphics card in this Dell OptiPlex 980 small form factor machine, so that I can actually get it working. So this is the day after I filmed the unboxing and the boot test and overview for the graphics card, the new graphics card, and just the machine in general. And I just finished shooting the unboxing of the new power supply. So I am in terms of new hardware, I have this here EVGA NVIDIA GTX 730 small form factor, because this is a low profile machine. It takes small form factor cards, and it takes low profile cards. I apologize. So this card is made by EVGA, and it's a generation old, but that's what I sacrificed to get low profile, and it just has to be low profile because I'd like to keep the computer in this case and not switch it over to a new one. So since the last video, what I've done is installed the taken off the regular bracket and installed the low profile bracket, and how this has DVI-D, HDMI, and VGA. And how it works is VGA is through this extension cable, and while on the regular bracket they would all be like on there, the VGA would just be above, higher up. On the low profile, they actually relocate the VGA to a second low profile bracket, and this machine has 2 bracket slots, so that works out just fine for me. What we also have is this new PSU, and it is the Solid Gear TFX switching power 350 watt. It is about the only PSU that I could find that fits inside this case, and this one might not actually fit. I'm going to have to do a little bit of adjusting and adapting. So I'm going to give it a try. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. I will move the view camera down here, and tripod's messing up. Okay, here we go. Alright, this is the Dell OptiPlex, and you can see we have on the back our old graphics card and our old PSU with the ports out. This is only a 235 watt PSU, and the new one is a 350 watt, so it's going to be good to upgrade it. And so this old graphics card has a couple things wrong with it. For one, it's old, and I would like to do some 3D rendering and modeling and design and stuff on this computer in its final form. But also, I think the graphics card just plain out straight doesn't work. So that kind of sucks. And then also the DVI port on it has some smashed in pins, making it useless. So this graphics card, the current one, only has DVI and VGA, or sorry, not VGA, S-Video. So I was using S-Video to do the boot test, which you should go check out, because it shows that there's definitely something wrong with this computer and what possibly could be wrong. So you pull this little thing right here, and the side pops off, allowing you to access the internal components. And we are first going to do the graphics card. So let's see, I'm going to want a little bit of a better angle on this, so I'll go ahead and move the tripod. Alright, let's see. Okay, now with that you can hopefully see the old graphics card. And also, sorry, something else going on. Just gotta figure this out real quick. Okay. Old graphics card. If the camera doesn't fall down. Alright, I'm sorry about the bad angling. Yeah. So this is the old graphics card, and we pull up on this thing right here, and you can get out the blank bracket, which has some good airflow to it. We won't be needing that because of the extra VGA, and we can also pull out this old graphics card. So this was an ATI Radeon something or other 109B6294100, and I believe it is broken on top of the smashed in ports. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take this off the tripod real quick. You can see in there this hard drive case. I've modified it. After installing the new low profile brackets, I tried to test fit the new card and found that it didn't fit, and the reason for that is that the cooler on the new card compared with the old one is massive. And there's just no other way to do it, and I didn't want to buy a new card or buy a new cooler for the card. So I realized that this OptiPlex only has a 2.5-inch hard drive, and I'm not going to take this out because it's a pain to get back in with the cords. I'm going to need to do more cable management once I get the new power supply. So 2.5-inch hard drive, and it has this blue tray, this black tray thing, and then this blue one on the inside. So we still have a good 1/2 inch. Actually, no, we don't. We're pretty much right up against the hard drive now, but we were able to get over a 1/2 inch of clearance compared to what it was before. So I just took a handsaw and a Dremel tool and took this out. And now I will go ahead and set this back up on the tripod of sorts. Alright, so now you can see that when I put in the new graphics card, it actually fits and there's space for the cooler. So I can actually install it. Now it is a little close right here, but that gets into the point where we almost have to remove one of the bracket holder things for the hard drive. And actually, there was another one of these little blue things that hold in the hard drive here, or the blue tray. These tabby things that handle the release of the inner blue tray. And it actually I had to remove that one entirely. It actually turned out that the spacing on it was wrong, so it actually wasn't supporting the hard drive tray at all, which means that I was cutting out a piece that wasn't actually doing anything in the first place. So that's always nice, and we still have a stable 3 points of contact for the hard drive tray because we have tabby thingies up here and this one down here. So now my graphics card is installed, and I can go ahead and plug in the ribbon cable, or it's already plugged in. I can go ahead and install the ribbon cable connected VGA extra port. So I don't tend to use that type of DVI much. So the one thing I would wish about this graphics card, and I know this isn't how most people operate, but the thing I would wish for this is that it actually, the DVI was the ribbon cable connected one, because then I probably wouldn't even install it. I would just take it off and maybe keep it just in case I needed it. But I actually tend to use VGA and VGA monitors more than DVI-D. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at this back part here. So you can see we have our, sorry, can't get the feel of this. Alright, DVI-D right here. And our HDMI and our VGA. So the HDMI is a little close, and you can actually push on the bracket thing and it gets a little bit better, but I just wish it was centered. Now, I could get a little spacer in there just to hold it in that position always, but it's definitely a little close on the edge there. So, I believe we have just installed a graphics card. Now, I'm going to have to take this out and basically take the whole thing apart to reinstall the PSU, and it actually turns out I need to take out the graphics card now, because, woo, fun. Alright, so we can set the graphics card down and take this out. Oops. So you can see where I made the modification. Just chop that off right there, and now it fits. So I guess I'm going to have to basically take this whole computer apart, and try to plug in the new PSU. Alright, I am going to take this apart and be back when I have that pretty much done. Alright, well, I'm back, and this sucks. Basically, the new solid gear power supply does not fit in the case at all. I didn't think this was going to be the problem. I checked the dimensions. I thought it was the same size as my other one, but you can see that it quite significantly sticks out of the case. The cord does not fit or work. Yeah, it's just bad. It doesn't fit with the motherboard, doesn't fit on this side. And the dimensions, I checked them. I double, triple checked them. They would have worked. It seems that it was mislabeled. And also, this would have been a problem for sure. So, yeah. I'm going to see about returning it, but we have a couple of options. I could look for another PSU. I could go to a different case, which I'm not going to do. I could try and run it on the old one, which might be a possibility. I don't know about that, though. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. So, I will get everything nice, neat, and tidy up, and I guess try and return this, write a bad review, a 1-star review, because it wasn't what it was advertised as, and see if I can get my $40 back. But yeah, hey, I got a good new graphics card that works. That's good, at least. And that also means that this little adapter I won't need to do. Okay, basically this was this DVD drive uses slimline SATA power. So this was a regular SATA power to slimline adapter, and it also had the data cord in it. So I can probably return that. That's another $7 back as well. Because I won't need that, because the Dell PSU, or I might need that. I'm going to see what other options are available. But if I end up using the Dell PSU, then I won't need that either. So, yeah. But this really sucks for the PSU. I don't know. Solid Gear, I'm not happy with this. You advertised the dimensions as something that they weren't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that you did a good thing here. So, I'm going to wrap this back up, see if I can send it back, and hope I can find a PSU that works, because this is a serious problem now. So, alright, I guess I will see you next time. We now know that the graphics card works. I'll wrap this back up, get the old PSU installed, and yeah, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully, when that time comes, I'll resolve this in some way. Hey, maybe I can upgrade the CPU cooler with the $50 that I saved from this. Alright, bye.